It's wintertime. It's just gotta moisturize, okay? So for starters, I'm sorry for coming on here looking like a brand new penny for y'all. My bad. What's up guys, it's your girl BooksWithBonnie and I am back with another effing video. Today's video is going to be my current read session, aka my TBR, and it's great. It's great. I am starting off the year in a very good reading place. The first couple of days I didn't read anything. I was too busy unwinding from the crazy holiday spirit, so I was hanging with family, hanging with friends, and of course my honeybee. So now that I am getting back into the things like work and being productive, I am also getting back into my reading. So far I have only finished one book this year, but I am currently reading 2 books. So let's jump into my list. The first book that I will be reading this month is a long time book that's been on my list forever. I've had this book forever, and it's weird because I've only seen the movies and it's the Disney version, so I'm like, how much is the movie actually aligned with the actual book? So the book that I'm talking about is Alice Adventures in Wonderland, also known as Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. And honestly, I've had this special edition since before I lived here, so it has to be at least over 3 to 4 years. So super crazy, but I've had it forever. Here is my paper mill press kind of special edition of it, and honestly I can't wait. I really want to see the premise or the beginning of what we know as Alice in Wonderland movies. I mean, I've seen the animation, I've seen the remake, I've even seen the one with oh, what is his name? I'm forgetting. But I've even seen the live action movie, and it's great, but I really want to know where they conceptualize all of this from. So I'm going to finally take a leap and read Alice Adventures in Wonderland. The next book that I'll be actually reading for the month of January is Genuine Fraud by E. Lockhart. Now, I have never read an E. Lockhart's book, but everyone talks about We Were Liars. So when I saw that I had this on my shelf, I was like, wait a minute, sis. You had an E. Lockhart book and didn't read it? So apparently I've had this forever. Again, I'm trying to tackle the books on my shelves, so it's only fair for me to knock out another author I was interested in and yet to read. So boom, bada boom, bada boom. The next book that I'll be reading is a Bridget Kimmerer. So y'all know how I feel about A Curse So Dark and Lonely. It was my jam. I love the series. It was so great. And it was a great representations of disabilities and characters. So that was kind of my first book where I actually saw it well done. And I was like, go ahead, girl. So I was really interested in the author and wanted to read her other works. That being said, I've had More Than We Can Tell on my shelves by her all this time. I swear, I think I black out when I buy books, and I just realized, oh, I have this author already. I'm surprised that I don't buy as many like double books as I do, because I don't do it often. I think I have like once or twice got the same book and then I just give it to someone. But babes, I don't even be knowing what's on my shelves. Hence this year's goals, right? So I will be reading, I'm actually currently reading this one, and so far it is so good. Like, it's so good. I'm enjoying it. It's a little contemporary and it's YA, but it's done in a good way where it's not like overly YA, if that makes any sense. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later. But yes, this one is a yes. All right. For those who watched my kind of goals of the year, I currently have so many series that I'm in the middle of. So what I'm trying to do in the beginning of the year is to tackle said books that I am still reading in series. So the rest of these books are basically series. So the first one is the one I am the most anticipated, is The Inheritance Games. Was phenomenal read. I loved it so much. I recommend it to literally everyone who says, what should I be reading? The Inheritance Game is what you should be reading. Moving on, but I will be finishing that series with the Hawthorne Legacy, A Dead Game, A Puzzle to Solve, A Fortune at Stake. Also, this is my color, y'all. Look how gorgeous that is. Yes, this is giving me YA Clue, but also Knives Out. Like, oh, it's so good. So good. The next kind of book I'll be picking up to finish a series is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. It was really good. I think it was very suspenseful, kind of creepy. Very creepy, now that I think about it. It was kind of creeping me out. But I told myself I would also finish the series. You all actually bought the series for me. And again, thank you. Much thanks. But I think it's time I finally pick it up and continue. So I will be reading Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. Also, tell me this ain't gonna be good. Oh my God, I can't wait. Okay, moving on. So for those who don't know, I have been feeling very nostalgic lately, and it's really around books. I find myself, when I first started my channel, wanting to read all of the books that I did not get a chance to read growing up. That being said, I remember the books that stood out to me, and I never got a chance to dive into R.L. Stine. Now, a lot of people have read his Goosebumps, went back, talked about how attached they were, which I was as well, but I never got a chance to read his other work. Some of his work was solely dedicated to teens versus younger kids. So that being said, I will be finishing Return to Fear Street series, and it's a 3-part book, and this is the last one, and that's Drop Dead Gorgeous. Oh my God, I'm currently reading this. It is so good. So good. So good. And it's kind of my introduction to kind of the real horror books. I'm trying to build myself up. So I went from like none at all to Fear Street, and then eventually I'll read a horror book or a super creepy suspense book. We'll find out. But I am excited. I'm almost done. I have like a chunk left. It looks like I only have 100 pages left apparently, but I am enjoying this book so much. The next kind of series I'll be reading is Daphne and Velma. This is actually part 2 of their book series, and it is The Dark Deception. And this one's actually by Morgan Baden. And I'm frustrated with the series because, as I said in my previous video, they had the first and the second book printed, but the last one is only on ebook. Y'all know how I feel about a physical copy. It's annoying, very annoying. But here is the cover, and it's beautiful. And I love it because it focused more on their friendship versus the whole gang or just the guys in Scooby. So super, super cool. All right, so we're at the last book of this month, and that is going to be Before She Ignites by Jodi Meadows. Cover. Look at that. Sis is fire. Black girl. Sis is fire. Just saying. Now, I've had this book on my shelves forever. Again, reading those books that's been hanging out, just chilling with me, and I haven't gotten to them. It's the first book in the series, and I know you guys are probably asking, well, Bonnie, you just said you have series to finish. Why would you start a new one? Well, y'all, I have no self-control. So I have to start this book because it's been on my shelves forever. I need to start it. That being said, what I'm doing is a lot of mini-series or trilogies, I should say. So it's not too bad, but I do have to work up my momentum to my longer series. So don't ask how my brain works, but this is how my brain works, is if I knock out all the smaller ones, when it's time to get to the big ones, I will be knocking them out. I struggle so much with reading books straight, like series straight through. I'll read a book, I'll read other books and then come back to it, but I think I'm gonna try to get myself into reading series straight through this year. Oh my God, is that a new goal? Oh God, don't make any more goals, girl. Don't make no more goals. But yes, that's just something I'm pondering, but I'm really, really excited. I did look up the trailer for this book and it seems to be pretty good. Just saying. I did not see a lot of people reviewing it though. So that is really, really intriguing me. Just saying. Anywho, all right, y'all. So last but not least, I just wanted to do a quick announcement. I have officially started back my reading sprints. They are bi-weekly going forward. They're Mondays, 7:30 to 9 p.m. Central. So make sure you check it out. I will also be posting again in the community tab on YouTube all of the dates that I will be here to sprint with y'all. Okay. So make sure you follow all of the good updates on my community page. That being said, you can like, subscribe, subscribe, comment down below. What is a book that you're currently reading? But also you can always copy and paste and paste and paste that purple heart emoji for your girl. Show me some love. All right, y'all. It's your girl, Books with Bonnie. I am out.